Hello and welcome back to the next part of my Shadow Man Remastered playthrough. In this video we're going to go and visit a new level, or one that we haven't visited before, the Asylum Cageways. At this point I could actually do some backtracking and go and get some new weapons if I want it. The flambeau is now sort of, we can go and pick that up if we wanted to. But my last video I did backtracking, so on this one I want to visit a new level to let you guys see that, to see some variety. If you are interested in getting the flambeau, you should visit the fire temple and look around there and you should be able to find it. We're now at level 4, so I'm going to go ahead and open this level 4 gate. Soul gate. And let's get down here. In this video I am actually going to rank up, I think, to level 5. I'm going to get some new Dark Souls. So this is the entrance here. Over there, if you're curious, is the entrance to the playrooms, but it's a level 5 gate, which we don't actually have at the minute. We don't have enough souls to get in there.
And deeper still, the morbid mystery entwines. What love I ever had for life should find its place in here, locked within a cankered cell, beset by madmen, chained to hell. And deeper still, a vast, dark love I find within Asylum's darkly thrumming heart. No love of mine, not mine to love, for twisted is the purity of that finer thing, and I should lay my partly living down to free the world from terror's tyranny.
So yeah, pretty cool level. I kind of feel like we're on the outskirts of the area in the Asylum. Oh, by the way, this gate would be open. We could open this if we had the flambeau, so maybe I should have went and got that. But anyway, we can always come back here. So yeah, it's kind of like you can see the Asylum in the background in this level, so it feels like we're somewhere on the outskirts of this dead world. There's the Asylum back there, and it's called Cageways. There is a train that kind of feels like this is like we're in a holding cell right now for these lost souls, and the cages are used to, like, we kind of get the feeling now, like we've seen cages in the game so far with people trapped inside there, but we get the impression now that these cages are being used to transport them from like all over the whatever this weird land is that we're in, and we're about to get into a train to take us to the Cageways level, and that's obviously how they transport all of these unlucky souls. So before we actually get in the train, we're going to go in and pick up our first, I think, of 5 in this episode. Our first of 5 Dark Souls. Let's go up here. It's just an Agovia up here.
Dark Souls are mine.
Let's have a little look in these barrels for any cadeau might be hidden in there. Yeah, there's a couple. Alright, let's see if we can get on board the train. There's a few of the little cages I was talking about. Clearly using this train for transport. Lots of little details, I think. It's pretty cool, the little bits of lore and the you can kind of make your own assumptions, but you get the idea of what's going on here. Alright, here we are at the Asylum Cageways, and we are going to get a checkpoint or like a warp point here. So if we die, we'll spawn just right back out here. And this is also a warpable place now. This cable car up there takes us to the engine block, but first we're going to go and get some, before we get on there, we're going to go and get some Dark Souls. Down there looks like another little area, like a hidden area, but I don't actually have the ability to walk on fire just yet, so I'm not able to access that. So let's see, I think there's at least one Govian this way. And you have to watch out for these cages. Oh, I just about made that. Let's see. A bit of a shortcut here. This is the only Govo you can actually get in this area for now. Let's just pick up our next Dark Soul. But there is one more in this area, which is just right over there, but we don't get that until later. And instead of slowly making my way out of here, what I'm going to do is actually just warp out, and it'll just save me from walking back. It does actually unfortunately spawn the enemies back, but as long as you've got enough health and stuff, that shouldn't be a big problem. But maybe if you're low on health, you might want to just manually walk back, and I think the enemies shouldn't spawn back in that case. So yeah, a few more things to do before we get onto the cable cart. We can go in this door over here, but instead I'm actually going to go a different way. I'm kind of going to go in the back way. And unlock a shortcut, but also this is the way that we'll get to the Retractor. Right, please, I hope this guy does not shoot me off the edge. Oh, that was really lucky. He did it. That's the first time he's actually hit me when I've done this. But luckily it didn't knock me off the edge or anything. Okay, let's see. This Cadeau. I did get a comment on one of my videos before where someone said that I haven't picked up very many Cadeau, and I guess I haven't really been trying to, this isn't like going to be 100% playthrough or anything. I really just want to show you guys the main things, and this is really intended for people who are stuck in the game. I'll try and pick up some Cadeau, and like the main reason why I'm not is because it would just make the video so much longer, because there's just so many of them in the game, and I don't want to make these videos too long. Really, I'm just trying to show you guys the key parts. Well, where did my reactor go? Oh yeah, it's up there now. Let's get that back equipped. So I mean, I'm really just showing you where to go, and then you can just pick up the Cadeau at your own leisure. Just kind of like do some exploring, try and find them. Let's see, so this part here really reminds me of the Asylum of Pain. Maybe I suppose it's because it's a reactor you're picking up. Wow, these guys are so hard to kill sometimes. Try and not use the fire because I need to get some health back. I think there's some barrels down in here. I can get my health back, hopefully. Let's see, over this other side. Some little Cadeau hidden in here as well. So up at the top here, there is going to be a Retractor, and that lets you go through the traces and get in to fight the psychopath or the serial killers.
Hey, now that could be useful.
Alright, so now see I have two. Interestingly, if you play the original game, there is already two traces open. You can just go ahead and go and visit the serial killers if you want. Actually, can I? Oh no, I have to keep playing, I think. I was going to warp out of here, but I need to actually walk my way back through. Okay, I'm gonna need to use this. Oops. This will actually open up. It'll slide the little bar that we walked along, or we could have walked along earlier. It's going to slide it over. And then that'll let us access the way out. This is kind of like going out the back way. This is not the way we came in. And this will let us access well, let us open up a shortcut to get back in here if we ever needed to. But also, it's going to give us a Govey that we wouldn't have been. This is the one that we couldn't access earlier that I was kind of looking over at. I think now is actually a good time just to do a little save. So I'll save over here. And let's jump up and get this. I'm just kind of paranoid that I might jump up into this cage and then like miss jump and then get stuck. So this is taking us to a different place. It's not. Let's see. There's a lot of enemies down here as well. So be well prepared to like maybe try and lure one in and then like work our way back, because you don't have to confront these guys, like too many of these guys at once really. And you don't want to fall down there in the middle of them and like get trapped, because if you get like surrounded by a couple of them, it doesn't take them a long time to take your health down. It doesn't feel like, wow. Oh my goodness, the chainsaw guys are absolutely devastating as well. It feels like it only takes a couple of swipes to really do a lot of damage. And they've run out of fire as well, but I think that's most of them dead. So over here's another Govey. Well, I just jump on these cages to get to it. Oh, we've got a sniper guy shooting at me right now. Oh no. Oh, I've leveled up as well, that's nice. I'm now at level 5, so at this point I guess I could just leave here and go and access the next level, which is I think well, I know the next level could be the playrooms. Probably going to be the order I do it in. But in theory, maybe I could just go and like, maybe I'll do a backtracking level and get lots more souls. And in theory, I could actually do maybe a level 6 soul gate. But I'll wait and see. That's a nice thing about Shadow Man, like if you get stuck at a particular level or you can't get any further, then you could just go and try a different route and maybe do some backtracking to get some of the Dark Souls, because some of them can be a little bit tricky to work out. Kind of wasted all of my fire, but it was worth it because this room can be very hard to kill all the enemies. Oh, there's one more up here as well. Fully charged level 5 Dark Souls gun is pretty decent as well. Help me take out these chainsaw guys. So there's one more Govey in this room, which is right over there, and this one's kind of, oh, I forgot to do the little switch down here. So if we do this switch, that activates this cage, and then we actually have to jump on top of the cage, because if we try and use the rope to get across, the cage will just knock you off every time. So the only way I've found is to get on top of this little handrail and then jump from this to be on top of the cage. It's not really automatically obvious that that's what you do, but you know, Dark Souls, Shadow Man's a pretty cryptic game, so yeah, don't expect anything to be too obvious. And then our next bit, we're going to have to climb, jump up on the rope and then kind of follow this cage. This will knock you off if you do it too early, so basically just do it as soon as it leaves. And then we'll go and get, I think, the last Dark Soul for this portion of the playthrough anyway, so I'll make sure that I'm lined up okay down below. Nope, not really. Alright, pretty handy feature that, being able to rotate the camera. And I need to make my way into this door before the cage leaves as well, because that's the only way of actually accessing this entrance over here. There we go, made it in. And there's one more Dark Soul to get right there. There's a lever back there, but all it does is essentially open these two prison doors, and there may be some cadeau in there that you might want to pick up, but in the interest of time I'm just going to leave them. And this is now us led back out into where the cable cart is. So when I first played this, I got this cable cart and I was hoping that there would be two levers in this one, just like there was in the other cable cart, but unfortunately we just have the one, which is going to take us to the engine block. But yeah, I kind of hoped that there would be maybe another level that we could get to, but no such luck. Okay, so we're at the engine block now, and we're going to go and see, well, I'll not spoil it, I'll let you guys see for yourself. Let's see, there's a barrel here. Another bar over here, if you get some health. Let's just go and see what's at the top of the stairs here.
Hey, Mikey!
Luke, is that you, bro?
This way, Mikey!
Luke!
Come on, Slowpoke!
Yeah, so that'll be all too familiar. The Come On Slowpoke. And this is some of Luke's clearly been playing in this pretty grim place. See the door close up there, so we're on his heels pretty much. But yeah, it's a pretty dark story, this actually, the fact that you're in this dead world chasing after your little brother.
Help me, Mikey!
Luke!
You gotta help me, Mikey! They're gonna hurt me!
It's okay, Luke. I'm here now. Stay there. I'm coming to get you.
I'm real scared, Mikey! You gotta help me! Please!
Luke! Come back! Luke!
Yeah, so the main objective, I've just unlocked a new shortcut now, so I can come back to the engine block if I need to. But this is really the main objective now, is to stop the these pistons from moving up and down. Not right in this mission, I mean like throughout the whole game, that's pretty much your mission. To try and get to the other side of the engine block and save your little brother. Which is a pretty, I just find a really really dark storyline to have the two games. So your little brother has died, which I mean would make you feel pretty horrible, and then now you've got this chance, you feel like you've got this chance to save him in this really scary place that he's in. And again, I'm not spoiling anything, but when I first played this through, like when you actually do meet your little brother, there's a joke he tells in it which always stuck with me. I don't remember a lot about Shadow Man, like there's lots and lots of stuff that I've been playing and I've just completely forgotten. But the one thing I do remember about it, like the main thing I remember, is whenever you finally meet your little brother, there's a cutscene where he tells you a joke, and that joke has just stuck in my head for those 20 odd years when I last played it. So I'm really looking forward to actually going back and seeing what that cutscene was like, because I only have a memory of it, and I'm sure it's probably completely different to what I even remember, but I'm sure the joke will be the same, or at least the punchline will be the same. So I'm looking forward to seeing that. So the final thing we have to do is, in this episode anyway, is to turn off the piston, and all we have to do is equip our engineer's key, and we're just going to keep turning these, I guess we're turning the pressure up to the point where it kind of breaks the piston, I'm not sure if the later pistons have like any type of puzzle or anything. When I first seen these for the remaster, I kind of wondered if like there was some sort of puzzle we had to do here, because it reminded me of like some Resident Evil style balancing puzzle that you had to work out which ones to do in which sequence. But all you have to do is just keep turning them all right the way up, and you'll see that that's broken this first piston right here. Rather than walk back out, I'm gonna just warp back to the engine block, and we can go and see that broken piston now. Okay, so there is this is the one we turned off, and you can see now we can make our way through it, and you get the idea. All we have to do is just well, for the rest of the game, it's kind of like the theme of Dead Side from here on. The theme of Live Side is to kill the 5, I think it's, yeah, the 5 serial killers, or is it 4? Can't remember. But the theme of Dead Side is to turn off these 5 pistons and get to the other side of the engine block. I kind of guess like this is what powers the entire asylum, so in some ways this must be like doing damage to the asylum by turning the engine block off as well. So yeah, thanks for watching this video. I think now is a good time to leave it. I should have the next video up pretty soon, so please keep an eye out for that, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching, guys.